You are listening to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast. I am your host, Brandy Williams, here to bring you updates for the week ahead. We have an intense buildup of energies this week, so let's get right into it. Monday, October 28th, Mars in Cancer trined Neptune retrograde in Pisces, kind of easing us into the week. We could feel like doing less. We could feel the need to be more emotionally available for others or to help somebody in some type of way. This could be charity work. We could also feel overprotective, combative, or resentful this week, really ready to defend someone or something. Or just speak up on behalf of someone else. This transit has us encouraged to follow our intuition, go with the flow. If we want life to be soft, let it be soft without implying any resistance to that, and kind of disarm ourselves. When Mars is in Cancer, we can tend to take things personally and could project emotional discomfort and resentment onto others. So this week, we could expect to feel confused, out of sorts, brain fog, a little mental fatigue, really not sure how to respond or react to something, and kind of just stewing in our heads or ruminating about something. So this is a good week to take some space for self nurturing, meditation, and mindfulness, and just let it be easy. Tuesday, October 29th, Venus in Sagittarius makes a square to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So, Saturn is our spiritual teacher and is giving Venus a reality check about something. Venus is the energy and planet of relationships, values, resources, and money. And when Venus is in Sagittarius, she can be quite free spirited, who wants to explore, always seeking adventure, always ready to go. But sometimes Venus in Sagittarius forgets to check for the resources to do these things. So this week we could lack time, energy, and money to do things, and we will be given a pause by Saturn retrograde in Pisces to think about what is really necessary and whether we have the resources to do something. Saturn is asking for maturity and discernment to take care of our money, values, relationships, friendships, so that they may in turn take care of us. October 30th, Mercury in Scorpio opposes Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So Uranus is the wild card planet of sudden occurrences, shakeups, and surprises. We could experience some sort of midweek disruption, something unexpected could happen, some surprise development. We could receive sudden, shocking news or information that could come in the form of a brilliant idea, fast, intuitive messages, and revelations of information that we didn't know. This information could destabilize us, whether it's good or bad. We could feel a little mentally scattered and be easily triggered this week. We could say something that could be quite blunt or come across as rude, or someone can be blunt and come across as rude to us. So, this can show up in the form of a disagreement with a business partner or authority figure, or we could feel increased courage to finally say something that brings us relief that feels like a weight off our shoulders now that it's been addressed. We do want to be mindful that our words can have later consequences and at this time will boomerang right back to us. Any energy that we put out, whether we feel justified, will come back really fast with this Mars in Cancer. So handle everything with care. Transit can also be the signature of a wise counselor, healer, or coach, really guiding us to sudden awareness of our hidden fears and thoughts that are buried under trauma. So let's listen to the messages that our bodies are sending us this week, regulate the nervous system with a walk or a workout, and trust the downloads we are receiving because things are happening for us that we just can't see yet. On October 31st, happy Halloween for all who celebrate. Mercury in Scorpio will trine Neptune in Pisces, and this is stimulating our creative imagination right on time for an epic Halloween story. We could receive intuitive messages in dreams or in our subconscious. Ideas that can break us out of any creative or writer's block can occur. And several traditions around this time say that there is a thinning of the veil between the spirit world and the 3D world, which is what this transit is also indicating. There can be an awareness of hidden or subtle things, increased psychic abilities or encounters, and an acknowledgement of what is beyond our conscious awareness. So during some traditions around this time, we do give acknowledgement and pay homage to our ancestors and people who have transitioned on the other side. So that kind of tracks with this transit for this week. On November 1st, we are setting intentions with the new moon in Scorpio happening 7:46 a.m. Central. The sun and moon will be at 9 degrees of Scorpio, bringing in new emotional evolution. New moons are always about going inward to plant seeds of intention to start something new. And Scorpio is also a sign that likes to go deep inward to do our inner work, transform what has been hidden or forgotten about, then emerging as something new. With a new moon in Scorpio, we are beginning a new cycle of personal power where we once felt disempowered. We could be ready to face something with emotional maturity and increased self compassion and self trust, and understanding what needed to be pulled from buried traumas and betrayals. Mars is the traditional ruler or host of Scorpio. Pluto is the modern evolutionary ruler or host of Scorpio. And both of these planets are building up to their great opposition with each other. So we are really focusing on our emotions. Mercury is also in Scorpio, helping us understand what we are still struggling with, what we could be afraid to see, and what wants to transform. Saturn retrograde in Pisces is also talking to this new moon, helping us to emotionally regulate through the tensions of this week and reintegrate back into our intuition and self trust. On November 2nd, Mercury in Scorpio trines Mars in Cancer. We could be doing some powerful thought work this week, taking assertive risks or speaking our mind about something. We will have the confidence to put our thoughts, ideas, and beliefs on the table, letting people know where we stand. We could be defending ourselves from criticism or bullying. This is also a good day for public speaking because we could feel less nervous or shy than usual. And finally, the tense buildup that we've been leading up to for the week. On November 3rd, Mars in Cancer comes into an exact opposition to Pluto in Capricorn at 29 degrees of their signs. This is the first of three oppositions between Mars and Pluto. During this intense standoff, we are looking at our will versus our transformation. Our willpower versus executive decision making. Mars in Cancer wants to feel safe, so he's going to be easily triggered and is triggering Pluto into an evolution. So during this time, Pluto is the stronger force, revealing what needs to be destroyed. This can bring up rage and emotional turmoil. On a personal level, we have to figure out what that trigger is and how it's activating whatever Pluto wants to change or end in our lives. This tug of war can have us feeling threatened, challenged, or disempowered, questioning who we are, trying to understand what's true and what's not. And on a global level, we are reflecting on the many abuses of power, all of the racisms, classisms, all of the isms, sexisms, you name it, that we've internalized, these hierarchies, the corporate ladders, the 1%. All of these paradigms have infiltrated every area of our lives and conditions the way that we live and the way that we think. But alas, we are moving towards unlearning and detaching from these structures that will not go out without a fight. Pluto is deconstructing what's no longer working and building up something new. We will see a major shift in boundaries with ourselves and the outside world and transforming into a different way of existing. So during the next several months, we will see changes in how we relate to ourselves and relate to others and what we value. Also on November 3rd, Venus makes an opposition to Jupiter, lightening up the mood of this Mars and Pluto opposition, helping us to carry through any tension and inviting us to relax. But beware of overindulging, especially overeating, because together it is a time where we tend to overdo things. This is not a good day to go shopping if you're trying to save money because luxury and excess will be a theme with this transit. Our abundance has been working with our soul wounding this month. So throughout November, we will see Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, sextile Chiron retrograde in Aries, really giving some type of spiritual protection and abundance to our soul wounding, giving our wounds remedy and understanding of what is best for our healing journey. Chiron and Aries can show up and manifest in the body as anger, skin irritations and rashes, inflammation, burning sensations, and blood flow issues, indicating overactive energy that is coursing through the body. And Jupiter is providing help to calm those energies. So we are receiving support in our pain during this time from Jupiter. We are having almost like a guardian angel that is guiding us and looking over this wounding so that we could really extract the medicine from this pain. So that was a lot of information. Just a quick recap. We may feel like doing less. We may need to make smart choices with our money and time. Beware of overindulging, especially overeating during this week. We may feel triggered. We may cut somebody out, but we are doing this deep inner work and finding remedies for our wounds There are tense and powerful changes that are on the horizon and are happening right now for us. So please tap into your wellness practices. Take care of your mind and body and protect your heart space during this tense week and definitely into next week. That is all I have for this week. Thank you, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe this episode. If you want to know about your birth chart more intimately, these transits and how they interact with your life personally, I will leave my booking information in the show notes so that you can book a reading with me. And I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye. You are listening to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast.